Well, hello there, YouTube. This isn't a very strange day at all because it's not like I hit 200 subscribers yesterday. Ew, 200 subscribers. Whew. That's crazy. And if you can't tell by the video title, we are going to be doing some Love or Love2d game development. Yeah. So Love2d, if you don't know, it is a framework for creating 2D games in LÖVE. Just read this. Hi there! LÖVE is an awesome framework that you can use to make 2D games in LÖVE. It's free, open source, and works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Jackpot! Yeah, and it uses LÖVE, which is one of my favorite languages. Yay! Yeah. So, you can go here, or if you want, you can go to their wiki, you can go to their forum, and you can report a bug if you find one. It's one of my favorite game engines. It makes everything really easy to do, but when you use this and use another game engine, it's kind of hard to use another game engine, or framework, or whatever, because it's not as easy as LÖVE is. LÖVE does a lot of the hard work for you. Or if you were to use something like libgdx for Java or Pygame, even though LÖVE is based on SDL, and Pygame is just a wrapper for SDL for Python, it is a lot harder. But LÖVE does a lot of stuff for you. It's not just a wrapper for SDL, it's like a complete other framework. And it makes everything so easy. So, enough of me talking. How do you download it? Well, if you can tell, download. You can check out the Hello World example on the wiki if you want, but I'm not going to because I'm going to be showing you how to make the Hello World program and stuff. So what you want to do is, you can download it for Windows. I've never downloaded it for Windows. For Linux, you can get the PPA, or you can get their source, or their demos. But for me, I would have downloaded this, and whenever you get it, you will get a file called Love2d. And then what you want to do is double click on that. Then we get it, it'll be in your downloads folder. I think it's zipped up. And you should get something like this. Yeah. Notice how the mouse is weird. This is part of SDL. This would happen with Pygame or anything else based on SDL. But I think Slam said he was going to try and fix it for 0.9. Which is Baby Inspector. And it's also going to have resizable windows in 0.9. I'm not going to do a tutorial for it because I don't think it's necessary right now. But maybe whenever it comes out, I'll cover some of the changes and stuff. But also in 2.9, or 2.9, wow, where did that come from? In 0.9, hopefully they'll have, if you've ever used a Mac app, it'll have like the resize icon up here. If that's possible. I think somebody says that it was just a matter of checking a flag in Xcode. Which hopefully it is, and then we can have that, and then hopefully it might be multi-platform as well that you can do that on. But then Apple might say, darn. Anyway, once you have that, you have LÖVE installed. You don't have to run any installer or anything, as far as I know. But in Windows, there's going to be a special bat file that you're going to need. On Linux, I think it's just you just go into the directory where it's saved and do whatever. But if you get never mind any of this. If you use this editor, Sublime Text 2, and you get a special, I can't remember what it's called, it's like a build. I don't know what that was. If you get a special build, I will hopefully have a link in the description if I can find it. If not, you're just going to have to do some Googling yourself. I might have a annotation on the screen right now. I said if I found it or not. I don't know. But get some name text and get the Love2d build system. And then go into your build system. Select Love2d. And yeah, let's get started. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah. So let's get started. So once you have the build system and you have it selected, go into Sublime Text. Hopefully you're using Sublime Text. Because it's one of my favorite editors. Also, as a side note, you can get Zero Brain IDE, which comes with a LÖVE build pre-installed, but you're going to have to toggle it if you want the 4 white spaces. You have to toggle that comes by default with 2, which I prefer 4. Yeah, don't ask me why, I just prefer 4. Yeah. So, once you have that, go into Sublime Text or whatever IDE you're using, whether it be Zero Brain or whatever, and create, I don't know, yeah, I already created a new file. Oh, nothing. Nothing for me to worry about. So, create a new file, save it. I'm going, I have it in a directory I'm working with. I have this folder called Fun with Love where I put all my LÖVEly stuff. And create a new folder, and I'll call it. And then save it as main.lua. Now this is important. You must save it as main.lua. Yeah, just remember that. Now you can run also Love programs on the terminal, but I'm not going to show you how to do that. You can look it up on the Love2d wiki if you wish. I'll have a link to that in the description. So save the file, and let's get started coding Love. So what are you gonna need? You're gonna need to make a function, and this is hold on. Yeah. What is this? Where did this function come from? Well, this is what is known as a callback, which is a function that is predefined for us to write our code in. Basically, this is a function that already exists that we can just write our code in. It's called a callback because I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of makes sense in my head why it's called callback, and maybe it does in yours as well. So love.load, and this is where you would load all your initial variables, like the player's X position, the player's Y position, or whatever. Yeah. Function love.update dt. Function love.draw. Why is this got 2 spaces? Oh, that's a cool thing about Sublime Text. I don't know how you do it in Windows, but on a Mac, if you hold Control or Command and just tap everywhere, you can just refactor it wherever you are, and that is awesome. Now, there's loads more callbacks, but for this tutorial, all we're going to worry about... yeah, we've got plenty of time. This tutorial, all we're going to worry about is these functions. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a local variable. I think I covered these in my tutorials. If not, I probably will cover them later. Basically, it means only... actually, no, we're not going to make it local. Only particular places can access them. So we're going to make a thing called text. Don't worry about local variables. They're just variables and they're quicker to access, but they are local to that function or that file. And it will save name conflicts and stuff. Text equals hello world. Love that update. We're not going to worry about that. Love that draw. Love that graphics draw. Now, I don't normally go to the extent of typing this, and this probably won't be highlighted for you if you're using another editor. This is because I have Sublime Text, the build system for Love installed, and all the Love add-ons. But normally I just make a variable called LG and set it equal to love.graphics. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to do this. Because you are learning. And what this... oh no, it's not draw, it's print. And what this will do is this gets the love table, the graphics table, and gets the print function from those 2 tables. And then here we can print out whatever we want to go to the screen. This is basically the same as the print command in Lua, except it's love.graphics, which means that you can print it out. So if you want to print something out to the screen, like onto the screen in a window, you use this, and then we're going to type text. What you type here is what you want to be printed out, and then the X position and the Y position. So if we run this, number expect. Oh, because I type whoa, 10, 10. Whoa, lie. Get away. I have this fly in my living room, and it's like getting on my nerves. And look, hello world. Now, notice we didn't define a font, so Love uses a default font when the default says. I'm not sure what the default font is, probably Times New Roman, and I have no idea what the default says is, but that's not really important. So, remember, up here in the load function, we are loading all our initial variables that we want, because this function and this function, Love2d and Love2draw are called, like a billion times a second. I don't know how many times a second they're called, but if you kept loading that variable again and again and again, you would want to do that. This function is only called once, but these functions are called over and over and over again. And also a fun fact, Love was coded in C and C++. It wasn't coded in Lua. Well, some of it was coded in Lua, but it was also coded in C and C++. You can check out the source if you really want, but I don't want to show you the source because I don't think it's necessary, because it's just confusing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this Love2d tutorial, and I will see you in the next tutorial.